Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ramblecast. I am Anthony.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jake.
I'm Figgy.
I'm Joe.
And we're going to be talking about things, but we're not really positive on what kind of things we're going to be talking about today. This is the third test cast, and will probably be the first one posted, depending on how this all goes down. But first one, we talked about Star Wars. Second one, we talked about Terminator, and now I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know, Anthony. How about we start off this one by you tell me what you did and didn't like about Children of the Gods.
I didn't really dislike anything about Children of the Gods.
I told you my honest opinion of why I am not a fan of Cowboy Bebop from watching the first 5 episodes.
But you watched the first 5 episodes?
Yeah, I did.
When?
Last night.
If this one gets legitimately posted to the internet, you might be crucified.
What I'm just saying that my only problem with it is that it's the same reason I don't like other anime. I find that the story moves along more quickly than they explain it, and that it's kind of hard to follow, and that people do kind of move unnaturally, and that kind of creeps me out.
I can agree with kind of that, but not really. But actually didn't really dislike anything about Children of the Gods. It was actually pretty good. I liked the pacing of it. I still just think that the Egyptian-based villains are dumb and hysterically funny.
Well, just wait. They get vampires and...
No, that's only in Atlantis.
Yeah, but...
Atlantis, the villains are kind of sillier, even though they are more threatening. And kind of kamikaze-y sometimes.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Wait, what? You mean the Egyptian villains...
You mean the gold?
I just think that their stupid dress is ridiculous, and
You mean how they have
Most
a
of the
giant
time-
Wait, who's
snakehead?
this?
This is
No,
Stargate.
how they
We're
dress.
talking about Stargate,
Oh, wow.
Children of the Gods.
The thing, the
Oh.
bad guys have a giant snakehead.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's hysterically funny.
Yeah, the snakehead's kind of the goofier one. The bird head doesn't look that bad.
So yeah, I didn't actually dislike it. I just thought that the villains look stupid.
Interesting thing. Christopher Judge, you probably haven't seen Teal'c yet.
I thought he was in Children of the
He is it, but he's in the second half. So you haven't seen Teal'c yet. Christopher Judge, he did the voice for Magneto in X-Men Evolution.
Which I don't think anyone saw.
Jake
No one
saw it.
X-Men.
I saw it.
And I checked on Netflix. It's got a 3.
Oh, really?
It's there.
Yeah.
X-Men Evolution is on Netflix.
Is that
It
with
is.
Jennifer Lawrence? That one?
I don't know.
No,
It's a
no,
cartoon.
what?
Oh, the
That's the new
cartoon
one.
from
It's a
Adult
cartoon.
Swim that was on Adult Swim all the time in the early 2000s.
Yes.
Yeah, and Rogue has short, gross hair.
Yes.
Yeah, that show.
That
Yeah.
was interesting. Also, he was an extra in Dark Knight Rises.
Ah.
Where did he play?
Mercenary Guard number 3.
Really?
Who's ready for
That's what he's
Suicide
rated
Squad?
as.
That's the real question.
Anthony doesn't think it's going to be good. Jake thinks it's going to be good. I'm neutral on DC's
Well, it
anything.
seems good. I like the Suicide Squad concept. They were cool in Arrow. It's got the guy that played Bane, and I like him a lot.
And Will Smith.
Suicide Squad
It does
hasn't been
have
good
Will
for a
Smith.
really long time.
Suicide Squad hasn't been good, but the ensemble cast is good, and I feel like it's going to be, good.
Also, you
If
don't,
you- also-
like Arrow.
I don't like Arrow.
I don't see why. It's a good show.
It's not.
And it's like... Pretty sure that's...
You ever watched
what
anyone here ever watched the X-Files? Raise your hand.
I have not
I
seen
was
X-Files.
gonna-
I have watched
but-
parts of it.
Who
I've
here is
seen-
aware of the X-Files? Raise your hand.
I'm aware of the X-Files.
So yeah, the CW has another show called Supernatural, which is
Oh.
really good for the first few seasons. Really good.
Oh, also, what's his name?
And then they started making it for 13-year-old girls.
No, everything.
Which is primarily why I feel like I am
Supernatural.
turned off Arrow.
Ah.
Hold it. Amanda Tapping, that's it. Colonel Carter from Stargate. You've met her in the series.
Yes.
She's on Supernatural.
Huh. I only saw the first 2 seasons of Supernatural, and I
I have no
just
idea what she's in. I
progressively
just looked at the
start going
IMDb page.
This has nothing to do with Supernatural. It's about Suicide Squad. There's a rumor going around that Oprah is going to be in it, and she's going to be playing the boss of the Suicide
Amanda
Squad.
Waller?
That would
Yeah,
be-
she's going to be playing Amanda Waller.
That would be awesome and weird
Who
at the
else are
same
you
time.
going to get to play that?
Yeah,
You know
I
what?
don't-
Think of another well-known, large... I don't want to...
whatever you're gonna say,
She's
don't-
like...
Just censor what you're saying.
Strong black woman.
No, I mean, if you look at Amanda
Whoopi
Waller
Goldberg.
and
I was just
everything
gonna
but
say,
Arrow,
they could
she's
have,
not
like-
thin. She's like...
A large black
Yes.
woman.
There we go. I think we did that rather well.
I think that
But think of another famous one from anywhere.
they could do Laverne Cox from Orange is the New
Also, I'm
Black.
pretty sure she does
Also,
have
if the
awards
Suicide
in
Squad
acting.
movie does good, Marvel might greenlight a second run of the Thunderbolts, which was amazing until
What
they
were
got
the
canceled.
Thunderbolts?
The Thunderbolts was a comic that was originally in the 90s, lasted for a decent amount of time, and then was rebooted about 2 years ago by Daniel Way. Daniel Way wrote the second volume of Deadpool, which sucks, and I hate it, and I want him to die in a pit. However, after the Inhumanity event, another writer took up the Thunderbolts, and then eventually eventually it went to issue 20-something, which was written by Ben Ackman and back of the Thrilling Adventure Hour. The last 5 issues, which were really goddamn good, and I want it to exist again. Unfortunately, it will not.
Remember
What's
Young
it
Justice?
about?
The cartoon?
No, Young Justice, like the comics from like the early 90s.
It was about a team of reformed supervillains.
I don't think
Which
the Suicide
ones?
Squad is actually reformed. I think the
Bomb in
government
They're
head
just
is
like
kind of the
terrorists. They're
motivation.
terrorists
the
in
government
spandex.
said you have to help us or we're going to blow up your head.
Yes.
Also, why
Which
is
is actually a pretty cool principle.
why is Harley Quinn in like lingerie all of a sudden
In what?
in Suicide Squad?
I don't
The
know.
reboot of the Suicide
Because she's
Squad.
annoying as hell, and it makes it easier to tolerate her.
I believe
not
you
annoying
have
as
something
hell.
wrong with your characterization of Harley Quinn, considering the fact that Harley Quinn's awesome.
Yeah,
I don't
Harley
know. I
Quinn's
kind
one
of
the
find her
best
voice
female.
annoying.
How
And
do
like
you find
everything.
her annoying?
I can agree with the animation voice annoying. Character of Harley Quinn's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't really read comics, so I only
How
got the
do you not-
animation stuff.
Well, actually, she
Well, she
kind
was
of
invented
only
in.
existed in the Batman cartoon. Remember the old one?
Yeah.
They made her up in that.
Yeah.
And then they
gave
put
it-
her in the actual comic books, and
Because she got such a fan response.
she's awesome.
Yeah, but like, the whole thing with like her new costume, I can understand
pull it up for me?
updating it. It's like
Wait, is
it's
it-
basic. It's a corset and panties and a cape.
Is it
But-
similar to what it was in the Arkham video?
It's
games?
not even. It's like they
Is it-
basically
is it
just
worse
took
than
le-
that?
It's worse.
Yeah.
Wait, which worse?
It's just
Sluttier.
Are you sure? Because it was.
Well,
pretty
they
bad
invented
in
Harley
Arkham.
Quinn originally because someone wanted to draw a Joker with boobs.
yeah, but like. Her whole deal is to be flexible and like she's a court jester, so she has to move around a bunch.
Actually, she's based on Harlequin, which is an
A
Italian.
court jester.
Actually,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he's like a comedian. I'm pretty sure he was like the last mascot of. I forget. What's the Italian version of?
Well,
Mardi
essentially,
Gras?
she just wore a corset and pants
I don't
for
know.
a
Yeah, but
while.
now she's wearing corset and a corset and what's it called? Panties. Which doesn't exactly like allow for much mobility. I
Well,
would-
Yeah, because
what if you
they
don't-
just made an animated Suicide
It's
Squad
this.
movie, and it looked
this.
nothing like that when I saw part of the Suicide. Like, she had actual costume and actual pants and like a bat.
That's not actually that bad. Her boots.
Let me see.
She has boots, but like, you know.
Like, did you see?
She used to
the
wear
animated
She used to
Suicide
wear
Squad
all
movie?
leather spandex.
No, but like for a while she
She used to wear all pleather. Like that was her
Hey,
thing for a while.
Considering the precedent set by comic books, it could be worse.
It could be much
No,
worse.
well like look at this in comparison.
What is that?
It's her original costume versus the one that they're using now in the comics, and like one of them.
Let me.
But wait, have you seen the costume from the new from the animated Suicide Squad?
I can't
movie?
agree that it's
Yeah,
getting.
yeah.
I can't agree
You
that
can
it's getting
probably just, like,
progressively
Google it.
worse.
What do you
Some
want?
didn't look that bad.
Liberation of women means objectification.
The movie was called Batman Assault on Arkham.
I don't actually.
Jake like lifts every DC animated movie off of YouTube.
I don't.
I do not.
Anyone you can't find on
No,
I
Netflix.
don't know how I feel about
Okay,
that right
yes.
All the ones you can't find on Netflix, you take off of YouTube.
Shut up. That's
Oh
what YouTube's
yeah. Okay, so that was fine.
now. It's not as bad as Power Girl's boob window.
Can I
Yeah, this one.
Boob window.
Yes, the Power
see,
Girl
that
boob
one
window.
looks less bad.
The
It
Power
looks
Girl
less-
boob window.
Yeah, everyone
You mean
loves
a
Power
thing?
Girls.
You mean a thing cut out in the middle? For
Yeah, the boob.
Yeah,
window.
it's called the boob window.
You just.
It's a window for the boob.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a
Which is weird because she has a whole costume other than that.
yeah. There's
It's just a weird circle.
It's
I
like
actually heard that there was an explanation for that.
There was, but it was
It was
also
like
retconned.
She was like too lazy to come up
Retcon.
with a symbol.
No. She originally Power Girl was supposed to be feminist.
the Power Girl run, the solo Power Girl run was really good. I enjoyed this solo.
So yeah,
Power
the joke with Power Girl's thing is that someone gave her a logo, but it was just Superman. She's like, I don't want to be compared to Superman, so she ripped her costume, and that's how the boob window happened. She ripped it in a fucking perfect circle.
Oh yeah.
I've always been confused about who she is because I saw her in like Justice League Unlimited, but she was like a clone. Is that how she always is?
I got this. I got you. Okay, Power Girl is so you know Supergirl is Superman's cousin.
Yes.
Okay, so Power
For a while,
Girl,
she was dead.
Yeah. Power Girl is Superman's cousin from like
Another
universe,
dimension.
or dimension or something, and then she gets like sent. Oh, and like in her universe, she is the Superman. So like there was no one else except Power Girl. So then she comes to our universe, and she's just like,
Is she
here I
right?
am, you guys, with
I
my
never
boob window.
liked Superman.
Why
No,
don't you like
Because
Superman?
He's cheap.
Well,
He
all
can beat everything.
Truth, justice, and the American way, Jake. It's like 1950s
Wait,
America.
Didn't he like denounce his American citizenship?
That was much later. But
and retconned, but whatever.
think of Superman
never
as
really
America
liked-
in the 1950s.
Yeah, but every
Undefeatable.
Time, what conflict is in any of his comics and/or movies?
That's kind of not really
Other
what the,
people's deaths.
You can't.
That's kind of not
kill
really
him.
what the conflict of
It's more-
Superman is about, though.
Yeah, it's more like
What's it about?
most
It's more about him being an immigrant than him actually being a superhero.
But you could still.
Jake.
point
The
he's a
tension is that
superhero,
other
he
people
can't
will die if he doesn't do stuff.
But
Thank
he
God I didn't have to
can't,
explain
but they
Donna
never
Troy.
do.
I would have had to kill myself.
Explain Donna Troy.
I don't want to explain Donna Troy. I'd kill myself.
No
What
one.
the- I don't even like. All right, so
Do you want the actual history?
I
Because
don't
I can
want the
get
actual
going.
history.
What's the
No,
actual?
no,
But
Does anyone here legitimately care about the origin of Donna Troy?
Not
Who's
particularly.
Donna Troy?
I want to know about the origin
if
of Donna
Jake-
I
Troy.
don't want
Yeah,
to know.
if Jake doesn't know, then I
There's
don't
two
want
Wonder
to know.
Girls. There's Cassie
I don't-
something,
And then there's Donna Troy.
and then there's Donna Troy. And Donna
What?
Troy is like
You know the
Wait.
original Teen Titans
from
Wait,
the 50s.
no,
from
wait.
the 50s.
Never.
I
don't read
I know
comic
that
books.
now.
Kid Flash, Robin. I already said Robin. You know all the basic
I
sidekicks.
remember
But the
this.
guy who was writing original Teen Titans saw a weird Silver
Oh,
Age
wait.
cover of Wonder Woman
Uh-huh.
and saw Wonder Girl. Now he assumed that she was just her sidekick, but it was her in the past. So he made her up in Teen Titans, and everyone was really confused. Then what happened was he made her up that it was Donna Troy, and then there's like 8 different retcons of how she came to be Donna Troy. One, she was trapped in a burning building, and Wonder Woman rescued her. She was dropped on Themyscira, there's a ton of them. And essentially what it's resulted to is that Donna Troy is confusing, and no one really cares anymore.
I also never really liked Themyscira. I don't have a problem with it. I have a problem that they have ancient Greek technology, but they always show up and pwn like the U.S. Army.
Yeah, it makes no
Everything.
sense. Whenever the Amazons
They
do
also have
anything,
the power
it makes
of
no sense.
gods.
Yeah, but they're like
Yeah, the power of God's my ass. Spear does not beat F-16.
Being Invincible beats F-16.
that they're
But
not
you can't.
invincible.
But who
Wonder
in the-
Woman
who-
isn't invincible
even-
either. The only reason she doesn't.
The only time the Amazons ever attacked the U.S. government was an Amazon attack, and that was to set up the countdown that
Actually-
no one likes!
Also, no, like Flashpoint Paradox. They invaded and they invaded.
Yeah, then the universe
Europe.
rebooted and fucked the New 52.
But yeah, they invaded Europe and they beat everything.
Yeah.
Has anyone read the first run of the Teen Titans from the new 52? Because
Nope.
it is god awful.
The culling or the different one?
The first one where like everything was awful and all the characters were awful. They just recently released issue 1 for the second time of the new 52.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, but it's a different writer and it's like not terrible.
I'm mad at the writers of Arrow.
Why?
Why?
They took Jeff Lemire from me.
Did
Who's
they?
Jeff
the
Lemire?
guy who was
Jeff-
writing Green Arrow.
Oh. Well, I don't see what your problem
On
is
the
there.
upside now, actually, it's good news and bad news. The good news is he's getting the Hawkeye book. The bad news is that Hawkeye is like my favorite comic book right now.
Okay.
I'm really sad about it.
You know,
I
Sony is thinking about giving Spider-Man back to Marvel.
No,
Yes.
they're not.
Yeah.
It was in one of the things that got hacked.
Yeah, and then one of the
Yeah,
things
I
that
ju-
got
I
hacked, they
just
said
read
it
up
was
on it. I think
completely
that-
off
Now all we
the
have to
table.
do is get Fox to give Cable and Deadpool back to Marvel so I can have my Civil War.
Yeah, that's the only reason they want Spider-Man, because he's like a key part in Civil War.
Jake,
But they...
let's
The
face
only
it.
good part of Civil War was Cable and Deadpool.
Jake, let's face it. The Amazing Spider-Man movies are not that great.
Wait, the
I've
new
actually
ones?
only ever
Yeah.
seen the first one, and that was pretty good.
They're not that great.
They're not very
They're
good.
not as good as the old ones.
Why don't they have why is Gwen Stacy alive? That's
I
my
mean,
question.
in the movies
In
or
the
in...
movies.
In which movie?
In the Amazing Spider-Man.
Because
Oh, she died
well,
in the
she just
second
died.
one.
Yeah,
in the
she
second
died
one.
in Spider-Man 2.
Emma Stone dies?
Yes.
Yes!
No,
It
she
was a
she
big
gets
thing.
saved while
Emma
she's
Stone-
trying.
Emma-
She gets saved.
Emma-
It happened like it did in the
After-
comics. Like he went to web
After
her and
his
his neck
battle
snapped.
with
Except it's in
with,
a clock
yeah,
tower,
after-
not on a
Actually, I
bridge.
don't think
after
her
Spider-Man's
neck
battle
snapped.
with
Yeah,
did.
Green
No, I
Goblin's
think
son.
she like stopped and
He
then
get-
her head
he
smacked
gets
into the
saved,
concrete.
and
it doesn't
basically
matter.
like as she's getting saved, like her head snaps back, and like I guess like hits the ground, and then she dies.
Yo.
So.
Either way, she
Seems like you
did.
missed that.
She did.
You know what I don't
Did
understand?
bad.
What?
Of the Marvel movies are all made by like different people. Why do they all have end credit scenes?
Yeah, they all have the after credit scene.
Well,
No matter what.
This is a fucking
They all do.
Marvel movie. All of them have to have those.
So, does anyone else know that they're making a new Fantastic Four movie?
They are.
I just found out about it like a week ago.
Yeah,
I heard about it.
I heard about
I
it
didn't really
because
hear anything
everyone was
about
angry.
it.
I think they're killing off the Fantastic Four.
Good.
In comics. Like, I think they're killing off the Fantastic
Good.
Four.
I hate the Fantastic
No, like,
Four.
I
There's-
heard about the
there's,
movie
like, nothing
because
redeemable
everyone
about
was
the
getting
Fantastic
pissed
Four.
because I think they made
I don't like
the
the
Human
Fantastic
Torch
Well,
black.
Reed, there's something. The Fantastic Four as a group are irredeemable, primarily due to the fact that they kind of haven't really done anything since like the 70s.
Yeah.
But Reed Richards is fine, and Human Torch and Spider-Man are friends. But essentially, they need Reed Richards around because he's one of the 3 Marvel scientists.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I
Who
think
are
they're
the
killing.
other two?
I think they're killing off the other 2. It's Reed Richards, Tony Stark, and Hank Pym. Those are the 3 Marvel scientists.
Mm.
So yeah, but I think they're killing off the Fantastic Four because their current book is coming. They're ending their current book, I think, and the last arc is called "The End Is Forever."
They'll just reboot.
Is it going to be a
anyway.
4? Like the number 4?
Yeah, it was a
The end
number
is
4.
Ever. Oh my god.
No matter what they do, they'll reboot it anyway.
I also think
Comics.
I've stated my fear that I think Marvel might be heading towards a reboot, and I'm very concerned and don't want it.
I never really
It
read
happens.
the Marvel
I'm
comics.
very concerned, and I don't want it.
Yes, Anthony.
I am very concerned, and I don't want it.
Well, I don't think anyone.
And to be fair, Marvel already kind of rebooted themselves with the Marvel Now initiative, so I
What's the
don't want them
Marvel
to.
Now initiative.
The Marvel Now initiative was after X-Men and the Avengers fought. There's a new status quo. The Avengers and X-Men kind of hating each other, which was exactly the same.
Why would
But they
kinda
essentially
hate each other?
they essentially just did a whole bunch of new number ones, which is where the current run of Deadpool came from, and it might be my favorite comic book ever. But
Whatever happened to Ultimate?
Ultimate's
Yeah.
still around.
Is it?
Yeah, but only Spider-Man.
Yeah. What happened to? Wasn't there like 4 issues of Spider-Girl Ultimate or Spider-Woman Ultimate, and then it
No.
just got canceled? There was a Spider-Woman Ultimate. I'm positive.
Isn't there a Deadpool movie coming out soon?
Yeah,
It was
2016.
the CGI one, which looks good based on the
It
trailer.
does, based on the trailer.
What else was I thinking?
I'm just ready for Harley
Did you-
Quinn to be on
Did you
screen.
guys see X-Men Days of Future Past?
Yes.
Just
How
saw
much
Did you
better?
see it?
It was
No.
decent.
It
But I
just-
just remembered something, and I'm gonna wait till you finish this because
Well,
it
did
has to
you
do with
see
Harley
the
Quinn.
other X-Men movies?
With like Halle Berry?
Yes.
Yes, I had.
When was
Yeah,
Halle Berry? Who
those-
was Halle Berry?
She was
Halle
Storm.
Berry played Storm. I explained
I
this
can
to you.
never recognize her whenever she's in anything.
Why?
I don't know.
She has very good facial bone structure.
I don't know what that means.
Let's all talk about her premiere, most popular, amazing role in the 2004 Catwoman.
We're not talking
No.
about Catwoman.
Yes!
Yeah, in X-Men Days of Future
You shut your
Past, they,
mouth
like,
about Catwoman, Piggy.
Catwoman is
Canceled
Catwoman
out.
was my movie.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
stupid.
I defended
There's nothing good about it.
6-year-old me seeing it for the first time. I
Defended-
defended that movie like
And
nobody's
6-year-old
business.
me
What
liked
current age
that-
do you have to
only
say about it?
reason- The only way I
Um,
could stand Catwoman was in that Batman movie with Danny DeVito.
Oh,
as the
Michelle
Penguin.
Pfeiffer Catwoman.
Yeah, that one.
I
You
love
guys
Michelle
want
Pfeiffer.
to-
Patience is gone? Patience isn't gone.
What's your name? Overly obvious character stereotype? Her name's Patience.
You know, so
That's what I said.
We
I know,
know
but,
this. We
like,
all know about Catwoman.
first-
We're just not going to talk about
Or
it.
would you wanted to bring up something else?
Oh, I wanted to bring up the Birds of Prey series from WB.
that's the one
That's
where
awesome.
No, the one that like
Catwoman, I think, like Huntress.
it's like
Okay, let's
Huntress
stop
is
with
Catwoman's
Catwoman.
daughter and Batman's
No.
daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to,
Confusing.
I can
It
give
was
you the
like
history.
a team up of female DC.
It's so bad. And then
But
Harley
tech-
Quinn's like 50 years old and she's a therapist still and she's like finally
Yeah,
just
she-
going crazy and it's shot like so bad. It's like very early Smallville.
Huntress exists in the
upwards.
mainstream DCU though, so it's really confusing.
The hell's
Yeah.
wrong with Smallville?
Huntress
No,
is in
no,
a
it's like
lot of
think of
things.
like
I'm
really
confused.
crappy
Where is she
Smallville,
supposed
like the
to
first
be?
season.
Huntress is from a different
Uh,
Earth.
Is she, no, is she
like
from
the shooting,
like
not the
Batman?
story.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
Batman and Catwoman's daughter, but only some of the time.
I don't
Why
understand
is-
because
she's in Arrow.
yeah, she's in Arrow.
I'm like,
Like she's like a big plot point in Arrow.
Yes, but she's also Batman and Catwoman's daughter, kinda. Some of the time.
No, I didn't
Depending.
I didn't like her in Arrow anyway.
She
She's
dated the Question.
crazy.
Well,
Was
there's
crazy.
2 huntresses, and it's
She
like
was.
Helena.
I said she was crazy.
What's Huntress's name? When
I
she's-
can't remember.
There's 2, but one of them, Helena, is
I've, like-
Batman and Catwoman's daughter.
I've only
That's the name they
seen
use
her-
in Arrow.
So
I've
then
only
it's Batman and
seen-
Catwoman's daughter.
From
Is that
another
what she's-
dimension.
Weird.
No, that's not.
Yeah, that- 'cause
possible,
that would
she's
make no
like a
sense.
mom.
In Justice
The
League
entire
Unlimited, she
part of
dated
her
the question,
story
and the
in
question
that
in Justice
is
League Unlimited
that,
was
like,
amazing.
She had a fiance who was murdered by her dad.
Does anyone
Boss,
else like
and
the
she wants
question
to
from
shoot him
Justice
with a
League
bow gun.
Unlimited?
We're
Is it
talking
only
about-
me?
What?
I
The
like
question
him.
from Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, what about him?
He's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm naturally.
Are you
against
going through my
conspiracy
trash?
theorists.
I go through everyone's trash.
Sorry, I can't get
They
caught.
ruined the question
Actually,
in the
I
New
always
52.
thought that question, like in Justice League Unlimited, I always thought that he didn't have a face.
He
Does he have a face?
He
It
does.
turns out that's like a mask,
it's a aerosol mask.
which doesn't make sense because when he starts dating Andres,
Did he take? when
he
did
did
Oh,
take
yeah,
the mask
yeah.
off when they first kissed, so I thought he doesn't have a face.
Yeah.
Wait, is the girl not the question anymore? Batwoman's girlfriend? Is that
No.
a question anymore? What?
She was the question for a while, and then Flashpoint, and now now the old question is the
What?
question
Hey,
again.
you don't know.
What?
Batwoman
I liked
is
her.
gay.
I like the
She also used to be.
I like
a
the question
Marine.
when they're written like when
That's why
they're
she can
written
keep out
like
of the
DC,
Marines.
like Justice League Unlimited question where they're like a conspiracy
modern
nut
comic
who's like
books.
Batman. There was a miniseries that DC did in like 2006 that was essentially that. It was really good.
Yeah. Stargirl.
What about it?
Nothing. I'm just laughing because Stargirl exists.
Yeah, I've seen.
These are superheroes
That's
exist.
what I've always been confused about
girl.
in Justice League Unlimited. Who are all?
Does
of
anyone
the
know who
people-
the Legion of Superheroes is? Anyone?
The what?
Aware
Volunteer?
of it.
Volunteer to know?
What
Legion of
did you
Superheroes?
say?
Legion of
Legion
Superheroes?
of Superheroes.
What is
Is
it?
that like? There was a TV show about it.
No, there wasn't.
Pretty sure there was.
Good try.
No, I'm pretty sure there was.
Well, the Legion of Superheroes was essentially a team that Superboy flew into the future.
Yeah, that is the TV show. They had a TV show,
Huh.
an animated TV show.
How long-
There
How
was the
long did it
future.
last?
There's like
bunch of
80
seasons.
members
There
of the
was
Legion
like
of
the
Superheroes.
future, and like there was.
Matter Eater Lad,
bunch of-
Brainiac 5,
Yeah, all of
Stargirl.
those were like a superhero team in the future.
Yeah,
So they
they're
went
like
back in
teenagers,
time.
and there's 80 of them. And DC canceled it because, despite the fact that
Yeah.
I think it was good, but I haven't
I
really
watched
read
the
it.
TV
They had a
show,
miniseries
and
called
in
Legion Lost that was
The
apparently
TV
really
show,
good.
they went back in time to get Superman because apparently Superman's always overpowered.
I know
Always, because he just
Legion
shows up
Superheroes
and
was
solves
awesome.
all of
Like
their
the original
problems
run of
in
Legion
5
Superheroes
minutes.
is amazing. It's
I
so dumb
told
and
you, Jake,
perfect.
Superman is like 1950s
And then
America.
there was like the second or third season where there were 2 Supermen.
Stargirl
One
reminds
had
me of
kryptonite
like
powers.
Kawaii Kitty Pride.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like they're like, oh, let's make the most American superhero, and she'll be dorky but blonde, but also she's struggling, but also she's hot.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Stargirl.
I don't know.
Is Firestorm dead again? I think
Is
he died
he?
again. Firestorm?
I think so.
The Atomic Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't even watched Stargirl yet, but basically
Why?
from what you've told me, it sounds like it sucks.
No, she was like in Justice League Unlimited for 2 episodes, and then she was in a.
Yeah,
comic
she
book.
was like the person with the staff. Did she actually have superpowers?
I don't know.
No, she just had a stick. That was her. She had a stick, and she
Yeah,
dressed
'cause,
in like
okay,
the most
I
un-American
remember in
American
that
outfit.
episode.
It was like drunk girl, first time at college. I'm Captain America. You know what I mean? Like it was like booty shorts, a
Yeah.
big belt, a crop top, and like a little bit of a mask with a big stick.
Cool.
All right. So, Kid Justice or whatever.
Young Justice.
Young Justice. Do you remember there was like this one girl in it, and she was basically like proto Raven. Well, she wasn't proto Raven. She was like replacement Raven, and she was like in gray all the time, and she was made out of mist. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
No one ever remembers her, and she was a really good character.
No one does.
Her name was like Misty McMist, man.
Misty McMisterton.
McMister. MC Mist, yo.
How come Martian Manhunter's so underrated?
Because, I don't know. Martian Manhunter is like
It's
so
gonna do a
cool.
lot.
He's awesome.
I liked it when he had the pointy head more than when he had the round head.
No, he's always had the round
No,
head.
no, everything
He
I've
can
seen-
his just true form is the pointy head.
Everything
Yeah.
I've seen with Martian Manhunter, he kind of just stands there and is in
Well,
the
he has,
watchtower
like-
and tells other
Well,
people.
yeah, but
what's
if
going
Martian
on.
Manhunter actually fights shit, you're fucked.
He has like shape-shifting telekinesis is only weakness.
Well, then
For some
obviously we
reason,
should blow up Mars because they're scary.
They did.
Good.
Exactly.
He's the last guy left.
Good.
No! There are still people. There are still white Martians on Mars.
But they're evil.
Oh.
White Martians are evil.
Did we blow
Has
up all the
anyone read
green
about
ones?
the cat? That's the red.
No,
That's
like
the Red
green-
Lantern.
The old
The
Martian
Red Lantern
man.
cat.
Oh,
Only-
Jesus, no!
The Red
Martian
Lantern
Man-
cat.
Why?
Only
Why did you bring this up?
Because I was just thinking about Martian
That's
Manhunter, and
weird.
then I remember the Red Lantern cat. And the Red Lantern cat is my favorite out of all of the lanterns.
What?
What was his name? It was
Red
like this.
Lanterns.
Why'd
in-
you
I know what the Red Lanterns
No,
are.
Red
like,
Lantern's
but in
rage.
the comics, they're different than in the TV show that they showed. They like.
Okay, so there's this like lady who has a cat, and the lady is really nice to the cat. Then the lady gets killed. Then the cat who
Is
now
pissed
has,
off.
Yeah, and the cat's pissed off, and like the cat gets
Gets a
thrown
Red
off
Lantern ring.
bridge. No, it gets like thrown off a bridge, and then before it hits the ground, the Red Lanterns are like, "You're the angriest cat in the history
of the world."
Here, be a Red Lantern." Then it like explodes from the sea in like blood and takes revenge with its murderous
In
kitty
the comics,
paws.
Red Lanterns turn into like beasts of killing everything and anger. They have no.
There's also the
mind
White Lanterns
whatsoever.
and the Black Lanterns that was really cool.
It wasn't the Black Lanterns like a bunch of dead DC superheroes.
No,
No,
it was
Black-
Blackest Day and then Whitest
Whitest, no, it's Blackest Night and then Whitest Day.
Day. Yeah, and that was two DC event comics. Black Lanterns were essentially zombies, and that's how they.
And White
and-
Lanterns are like
are
there's basically
peop-
a rainbow of lanterns.
Yes, there's green, yellow, red, pink,
Blue,
Like
Blue,
Star Sapphire?
orange.
Star Sapphire is a good lantern.
orange. No, there's no orange.
Yeah, there is.
Red and black.
Green is will. Orange is greed. Yellow is fear.
Fear.
Pink is love. Blue is hope. Did I already say red? Red is
Rage.
Rage. Black is
Is death, and white is
is
life.
I was just
You
so
see-
happy that Terra came
I
back.
don't-
in
There's a
Blackest
lot
Night.
of
I
freaking
love Terra.
lanterns.
I
Okay.
got- you see why I don't read comics, Jake?
Read a comic book.
I'm not going to read a comic book.
Read them
Why?
because they're good.
Because they change everything every 5 minutes. It's confusing.
Incorrect.
Welcome to America.
Read,
Huh.
if you read Marvel, nothing ever changes.
Nothing ever changes, not even this song.
What?
Sorry.
In the Marvel, nothing ever changes.
One thing I've always been confused about.
Like almost literally
You
nothing.
see, that would
ever
explain
changes.
why I like Marvel better, even though I never read a comic book.
There's been one thing I've always been
Except for
confused
Captain
about
America's
Marvel.
temporarily dead, and Iron Man's temporarily kind of evil.
It
I
happens.
tend
Thor's temporarily a girl.
in DC.
It's weird.
I tend not to read the current.
Well,
comics.
at the moment,
the
with
mainstream ones.
with the moment at the Access event, everyone's backwards.
Okay.
Heroes are good. Heroes are bad. Villains are good. Thor's a drunk because he
Yeah,
lost
he's a-
it. Because he lost his hammer to the girl Thor.
Miss Marvel is just bomb.
Miss Marvel's the Guardians of the Galaxy weren't affected by Access.
No,
Yeah,
wait,
that's just-
isn't Miss Marvel the new girl?
What?
Who's the new girl?
Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Love
Captain
her.
Marvel's in the Guardians.
Yeah, Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel's
Wasn't
doing
Iron Man and the Guardians of the Galaxy
for
ones?
like 4 issues.
I love me some Miss
How
Marvel.
does that fit?
What?
How does that
He
fit?
went to space.
Well, he's done that
Duh.
before, I guess.
There's one thing I've always been confused about in Marvel. Is S.H.I.E.L.D. like a is it
Yeah, is
government
Shield,
or are they just...
What does Shield do? Well, who is Shield? Who does Shield answer to?
No one.
But who are those
pays them?
But who are the big
No one.
guys on
Where
the
do they
black...
get money?
No one knows.
But wait,
They don't.
in the
They're actually
movies,
just
who are
squatting.
those
You know,
big guys? With the, on the flags?
AHAT, my government organization.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one you made up.
Yeah, they're Shield. They answer to no
but
one.
S.H.I.E.L.D.
and they have,
answers to people. Fury,
Actually, no.
like, talks
AHAT does
to
answer
big
to people.
guys
Never mind.
on-
Forget I said words.
Doesn't Shield? Yeah, I remember from
Yeah,
the
in the
movie. It's like
movie,
a big. It's like a big screen with the blackout.
Yeah, but that's not right.
How is that not right?
Because the director is in charge of Shield.
But who made...
No one knows.
Who made S.H.I.E.L.D.?
So is Shield just the evolution of that
SSR.
government agency that created Captain America? Or,
Yes, I think.
So wouldn't it
So
make
wouldn't they
sense
both-
that it belonged to, like,
Yeah, it wouldn't-
America?
or at least NATO?
I don't know. No one knows.
What exactly is Baby Hulk? You know
Baby-
that like one dude that's in the
The
Marvel
fuck,
equivalent
what?
of Teen Titans, and he's like banging.
Marvel has an equivalent.
I think
of
you're making
Teen
shit up.
Titans.
I swear to God, I'm not. His name's like Hulking or something.
I demand you find evidence of this.
Hold on.
This makes no-
Challenge accepted.
He's like banging the male witch guy.
The male witch guy.
Yeah, it was like
I
big.
think
It was a
I
big
heard
deal
about
because they're
this
like
in a video
gay.
about gay comic book characters and how
Yeah, hold on,
kind
wait.
of stupid because
Hulkling?
Hulkling.
Why
or
does
something?
everybody
I just
have
found
to
it.
be gay now? It seems like
well,
there's
that's
change
what
in
the
this for
movie was
diversity.
about. It's that it was
Not everyone.
completely and
Clearly,
utterly
not
stupid.
everyone's gay because if we said the gay one, you'd be like, which one? Clearly, that is not true.
It seems like they're just making things gay for no good reason.
I don't.
Yeah, like dolphins.
Yeah.
I think they're just. I think
What's with everybody calling dolphins gay?
No,
They can be gay.
Well, then obviously somebody needs to experiment on dolphins to find out why.
We tried to teach dolphins how to speak once.
That ended
That
Only
ended
like somebody
poorly.
started giving hand jobs to dolphins.
Yes.
What a life she's lived.
And then they gave
God
them
bless her.
acid.
Yes.
They gave a dolphin
So what is it we're
acid.
looking for with Hulkling?
Hulkling or hulking or something.
I don't know.
It's Hulkling. I have the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, see, he's real. Look,
Give
show,
me-
show him.
Fucking Young Avengers.
Yeah, yeah. What is
Fucking Young Avengers.
Yeah.
God damn it.
that? What is
What are
Young
the Young
Avengers?
They
Avengers?
fucking suck.
No, but there's Miss Marvel and
With
she
the
has a
exception
jean
of Kate
jacket.
Bishop.
Who's Kate Bishop?
Is she the Miss
Girl
Miss
Hawk,
America?
Hawk Girl. Hawkeye
Hawk
Girl.
Oh, okay.
What?
Girl with bow.
Oh,
They just call her Hawkeye, though.
Why? I thought there was already a Hawkeye.
There is. And she's younger Hawkeye.
I like the girl
But
with the
it's still
jean
called
jacket.
Hawkeye.
I feel like we could be friends. Me
Who?
and the girl with the jean jacket, Miss America.
What?
Someone's
Miss America.
name is Miss
What
America.
are you talking
What's
about?
her name? Hold on.
Look,
Go to the
you know what?
go to the
Screw young
lineup.
superhero.
No, hold
The Young
on.
Avengers ruined original sins.
How
Silvio,
dare you.
shut
All
up. I'm
I
trying to hear
know-
the Figgles talk.
Hold on. I'm trying to give me like 2 seconds, and I'll get the lineup for Young Avengers, and then I'll know what I'm talking about. But there's like one girl.
I told the Young Avengers to go fuck themselves,
How
so.
dare
They
you?
are, I care about the actual Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, got it.
Who is even on the Avengers team in the comics?
Iron Man,
Miss America.
Captain America, Thor,
But are like all of their assorted
Hawkeye,
people
Oh,
Quicksilver.
Wiccan. Wiccan's the one that Hulkling's banging.
But like, is
He's
is
like
every
Scarlet
one
Witch's
of
kid
the,
or
like,
something.
a symbol? Like Captain America knows people.
who's currently black.
Captain
Oh,
America's
Kid
black?
Loki.
Yes.
Stupid Obama.
No,
Shut up.
it's Sam Wilson, Falcon.
Oh.
Wait, I thought
That's
Falcon was
slightly
Falcon.
better.
No, Captain America was fighting a guy, and then the guy who was fighting injected him with something that negated his super soldier serum, so he aged really fast. Falcon took over Captain America. Iron Man got inverted by the Axis beam, so now he's acting like he was before he became Iron Man, so he's being a drunk and a dick at the same time. But now he's
Isn't he always like that?
well, yeah, but
This chick.
he's more of a drunk
Sorry.
and a dick.
She looks like.
Who is she?
She looks like a
She's
90s
Miss America.
hipster or some shit.
And
Who
Thor
she
is
a kid version of?
and Thor
She's
lost
a
the
kid
ability to
version
hold his
of
hammer, so now a girl has the
America.
hammer, and it's confusing and dumb. And Hawkeye's on the Avengers, and Hawkeye's been doing his own thing because Matt Faction demanded it.
So,
Yeah, I
so
think,
let me
like,
guess.
That's
They're
not
gonna
the
reboot
question.
this, and it's all gonna go back to normal.
That's not the like. All the superheroes are like Iron Man as War Machine,
I just want everyone
and
to get
Captain
eaten by zombies
America
again.
knows.
That was a good
Captain
album.
America has like the Winter Soldier. Did they get to be on the Avengers?
Winter Soldier has his own comic now.
Really?
Yeah.
Good
Wasn't
for
he
her.
Captain America
I mean,
once?
No,
No, didn't like at the end of
The
Civil
war.
War he got killed. Captain America almost died, and then Winter Soldier was in for a minute.
yes,
And then-
kinda.
Cause it's just confusing.
No, it will never be confusing. Tank Girl.
Really?
What?
That girl's
Girl.
fucking confusing as
Yeah,
shit.
I explained
How
that to Jake. He
dare
was
you.
also confused.
I'm always confused.
Not the movie, the comics.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
the comic.
Yeah, the comics are bomb. They're like my
Ah,
favorite
well,
comics.
yeah, I only know about the movie. Why was Ice-T a kangaroo? No sense.
In the
If I'd
book,
actually watched the movie, I would have killed myself.
it's even weirder in the comic because he's not even like a humanoid kangaroo. He's just like a kangaroo.
An actual kangaroo.
Yeah, like she just bangs a
I'm
kangaroo.
plus 8 confused.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, but she doesn't care. She's strong and independent, and she also gets pregnant by the kangaroo.
That's impossible.
There's an arc, and she's pregnant with the kangaroo,
That's
and
a-
she just kind of walks
Wait,
around Australia
do
with
I
like
have to,
Azalea
like,
or
get-
something.
Wait,
Do I have to like get a biology textbook to explain to people why that is biologically impossible?
It's also a comic book.
comic book.
I think there
book
should be
school.
One time Batman aged backwards.
Oh shit.
Wasn't he a pirate once?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Bat Inc.
No, remember when he was like coming to the future? and
Yeah,
he
Bat
wanted to
Inc.
go- That was so terrible. Wow, that was like such an awful like set of
Yeah,
comics.
that was Final Crisis. Final Crisis had
Final-
Batman be dead temporarily.
Why can't they just keep him dead? Like, if you're gonna kill someone,
Because
commit.
he's Batman.
Commit to the dick, yo. Just like,
He's Batman.
Do
He
it.
never
Nobody
died.
ever commits to their character deaths.
I wish they would though.
Well,
You could make it better.
Incorrect,
They
Gwen
have.
Stacy.
Yeah.
Gwen
Out of, like,
Stacy.
everyone
Who
that
did
makes
you
I was
kill?
talking about the
Again?
media in general.
Gwen Stacy.
They keep bringing everybody back.
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah,
Wait,
like
in
all those people
Spider-Man,
they're
the
bringing back
comics,
from
Yes,
dead
Gwen
now.
Stacy's
she
dead.
came back
Yeah, but she's
as
a
like
clone.
a clone.
Doesn't count.
It pushed.
You
Doesn't
sure?
count.
counts.
Doesn't
Clones
count because she
don't
died
count.
again.
Also, she
Clones
like
do not count.
every single version of her ever dies. and I
No,
just feel
there's
so bad
Spider
for
Gwen.
her.
Spider Gwen's awesome.
Oh, Spider Gwen.
Yeah, Spider Gwen was instead of Peter Parker getting bitten, Gwen Stacy got bitten, and then Peter Parker died.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, she's been in
Yeah.
Spider Verse and she's awesome, and I hope to God that Marvel gives her a thing.
I just want Tank Girl to have a.
Do you watch
again.
Death Battle?
Yes,
Did you see the newest one?
Yes.
Deathstroke versus Deadpool.
Deadpool. I could have told you that.
It's funny. Funny.
Yes,
Like Deadpool has a sword to kill things with healing factors.
under technicality,
How's that a technicality?
because it isn't an alternate universe.
What?
Because it ain't an alternate universe.
He's Deadpool. He exists in every universe.
Yes, but only one did he kill the whole Marvel universe.
Why did he do
So
that?
they really. So does he really have an Infinity Stone, which alters continuity?
In
Just bye-bye.
give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Wait,
not
let me see
talking
that
about.
big-
Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Deadpool is hilarious.
Yeah.
Temporarily talk amongst yourselves.
So back to Tank Girl and
I'm
how
fighting
it's
a
my favorite
thing.
ever.
Yeah, we're not talking about
We're
it.
talking about Tank Girl.
I
Oh,
reject
we're
the
talking
premise.
about
How the
Deadpool.
fuck did she bang a kangaroo?
She just. Did.
I reject the premise.
I love her.
Fuck it. No, that was in an annual, and that was him telling a story. He doesn't actually have an Infinity Gem.
Oh, good.
Well, Deadpool is the coolest person ever.
Yes.
Are his machine guns really called butter? And I can't believe it's not butter.
No.
Aw.
He occasionally has a
just, like,
tick.
ruined
He
it when-
occasionally has a tick where he can't. Where he'll call his gun a doorknob. Like doorknobs don't kill people. I kill people.
Yeah.
So was he really a copy of Deathstroke?
Yes. Frank.
Explains a lot.
Not Frank Miller. Rob Liefeld drew him because he originally came up with Deathstroke, and he wanted to draw him, but he was working at DC, so he made a new guy.
Hey, if Deathstroke is like invincible,
Yes.
how did he lose that eye?
No one knows.
You know.
Because he had the healing factor before he got shot in the face.
Well, maybe the time space continuum.
I don't know. Might just be an eye.
Also,
Dick Grayson.
what does
in
the government think is in
book.
Truth Sewer?
No one knows. Best thing, I don't know if anyone else knows this, but I fucking love Deadpool.
Really?
Of
We all
course,
love
everybody loves Deadpool. Deadpool is impossible to hate.
I have his whole.
Unless you're being killed by Deadpool.
I have his own. I have his whole current run, and I have all the Cable and Deadpool. Okay, Deadpool is fucking awesome.
Unless you're being killed by
Deadpool.
Deadpool, yeah, there's no way you can hate Deadpool.
I wish there were more Scott
But
Pilgrim.
I have a feeling that even if you're being killed by Deadpool, it's just like, oh, he's gonna kill me.
I wish there were more Scott Pilgrim books.
Scott Pilgrim ended.
I know. I said I wish there were more. I feel like I would be more fulfilled as a person.
I
They
had
should make another
there was a
movie.
cousin who is from Texas, and she visited here during last Christmas, and that was when Breaking Bad was about ending or something. Breaking Bad was ending, like it was like end or ended, and they were showing all of them on AMC leading up to the end.
Uh huh.
And she was like, I don't know why they're stopping making them. I mean, it seems everyone really seems to like it because they're done with
Yeah,
because
everything
they're done with the
that's-
story they're telling.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Joseph, not
Scott
everything.
Pilgrim
There
ended
wasn't
on a
really
cliffhanger.
much of a story. It was pretty much
What?
Hey,
What- Jake,
we
what
took
does it
that.
end?
Simpsons.
Yeah, The Simpsons is continuing on its own previous popularity.
Exactly.
Oh,
But it
yeah.
hasn't
It's
ended.
gliding.
Doesn't matter.
The
Every day.
And it
Simpsons.
probably won't for a
Is-
while.
If The Simpsons, I don't care. I don't care how bad it's gotten. The Simpsons is still okay, and I might be murdered for that. But at the very minimum, when The Simpsons ends, I'm gonna be really fucking sad. Like it's gonna be a sad day.
I feel
We're
like
not
everyone's
Family Guy.
going to be
I
sad.
still want somebody other than me to realize how much of a douchebag Seth MacFarlane is.
This is true.
All his most of his comedy isn't funny.
This
He's
is true.
He's
That's-
tried to kill off Brian at least 3 times.
I liked it when he was dead. I liked the new dog better.
That's where you're wrong.
I don't see why.
The dog
because
was funny.
you
No
hate-
one was supposed to like the other dog better.
I liked him better.
You weren't supposed to.
I don't see
That means
why.
they
You
fucked up.
hate
Vinny is
people
basically
racially
a
insult Italians.
Vinny is basically a stereotypical Italian dog.
Yes.
That's
Also,
why
Seth
I like
MacFarlane isn't actually a douche. He just has the persona of being a
He
douche.
just has the
believe
persona
that he would
of
be
a
a
douche.
douche. Especially since he went to art school. Who goes to art school and is not a douche?
Seth MacFarlane.
This is true. I'm leaving forever. Goodbye.
Wait, one quick thing.
Yeah,
What?
what's up?
He produced Cosmos.
I don't know what that is.
He was a producer on Cosmos of Space Time
I
Odyssey.
don't know what that
If he
is.
did-
We watched it. You know, you remember?
If he
the one with Neil
didn't, if
deGrasse
he didn't
Tyson?
have Family Guy,
Oh!
if he didn't have Family Guy,
Tyson.
Cosmos wouldn't have been remade.
I know. I guess that's the one thing I like because I did like Neil deGrasse Tyson explaining to me things about the universe.
Yes.
Even though it's more fun when Morgan Freeman does it.
Morgan Freeman's show's too complicated sometimes.
It
It
asks
doesn't
like-
really matter
It
who
asks
it is.
Steve
As long
questions.
as a
Jake locked the
70-year-old
door.
black man is explaining the ways of the universe, I don't care.
Just
as long as they're
we really like
explaining
Morgan
what
Freeman.
happens.
Everybody really likes Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Just got really quiet.
He
Wait.
did.
Yeah.
I have a question.
What?
Why did Deadpool kill the entire Marvel universe?
He was brainwashed into doing it.
By who?
A guy.
What guy?
I don't remember his
Deadpool
name.
has a brain.
Yes.
Somebody managed to do anything in there?
Yes.
Figured there'd be too much stuff in the way.
Yeah.
Most of it boob related.
Not strictly. But whatever. You know. Primarily, Deadpool isn't actually stupid. He's just insane. That's why I hate Daniel Way's run of Deadpool.
Why? Because it makes him look stupid?
Yes, because Deadpool isn't stupid. He's just crazy.
To be fair, crazy people
Well, so
act
are
stupid.
half of the villains that you see. Like,
Well, yeah, but
Deadpool's insane.
the difference between it is that at one point in Daniel Way's run, Bullseye said, "No one could possibly be that stupid," and then he said, "Don't underestimate me." That was the only decent part of it, because the thing with it is that at one point Deadpool was fighting like I can't remember his name, but it was like Hammerhead, not actually Hammerhead, but a guy who lived in like the jungle,
Uh-huh.
and he invited superheroes to try to kill him. So, and he would catch all the people, except he couldn't catch Deadpool, because Deadpool is insane and impossible to predict. So he was crawling through the sewers,
So like
quoting
how he
Shawshank Redemption.
beat, so like how he beat Taskmaster.
Yes. So yeah, so Deadpool isn't stupid, he's just crazy,
Okay.
which is my thesis on Deadpool.
Is he like a bad guy or an anti-hero?
He's an anti-hero, but he wants to be a hero.
Hmm.
He's
So
technically an honorary member of the X-Men,
How?
because he's
Didn't he try and kill them?
Yeah, he was on the
A
X-Force.
bunch of times.
Yes, he was on the X-Force, though. No, he tried to kill the New Mutants, which is different.
I'm not big on X-Men.
You just don't
There's
like
too many X-Men. There's too many of them. There's X-Force, X-Corp, X-Men. There's too many.
I like Wolverine, that's basically it.
Wolverine's dead, and I hate Wolverine.
Why do you hate Wolverine?
Because he's so fucking overexposed.
How is
Okay.
he overexposed?
He's in everything.
Because he's fucking in everything. And I'm glad he's dead for the next few months.
He's not dead for the next few months.
Yes, he is.
In the comics?
Yes.
He can't die. He always comes back.
He's encased in adamantium. He's dead for a while.
Yeah, they'll get him out.
I know.
But yeah, in
You know
the
how I know?
How?
Because a guy from a little kid from Zimbabwe showed up with a hammer and chisel at the very end. Like, that's not gonna fucking work.
Yeah, I always like it better when like Marvel comics are all together, the X-Men and all the Marvel stuff, because things make more sense.
Yes. Deadpool's cool.
Hmm.
Damn it, close the door. You're letting all the cold in.
There's no extra eating in here. The only reason it would be warmer in here is because there's 4 of us in here in close proximity. Locked.
So I have
I
a
don't think he's
question
coming
about Marvel.
Okay.
Which is stronger, vibranium or adamantium?
Yes.
Adamantium.
Good.
So how is Captain America's shield invincible?
It's a vibranium adamantium alloy.
But what about in the Marvel movies?
Vibranium.
It is an it's they said adamantium.
No, they didn't
vibranium.
say adamantium in the movie. They should
They
have said
said
it was vibranium.
They said vibranium and
No, we
adamantium
just said
alloy.
that's vibranium. It's all we have of
It was also adamantium.
No, they didn't say that in the movie.
Yes, they did. Yes,
Where?
they did.
Listen to Howard Stark more closely, Jake.
They said, how come these things are a standard issue? Because that's all we have of it. They also only had of adamantium, and also to get vibranium, they need to go to Rwanda.
They're making a Black Panther.
No, I think it's not Rwanda.
Yeah,
Rwanda's
vibranium.
a real place.
Vibranium only. It's Wakanda.
Yeah, it's Wakanda.
I said Rwanda.
Rwanda's that place with the genocide.
Yes, that is true.
Wakanda doesn't have genocide because they have laser spears.
The
Technically.
comics, Black Panther beat Captain America in a fight.
Black Panther could beat anyone in a fight.
He showed up to Wakanda because the Nazis were going there, but then he found all of their heads on sticks,
Yes.
and then he got kicked down a hole twice.
I don't know.
Because they made a Black Panther cartoon thing. It was kind of racist towards American people. Yeah, it was racist towards American
Black Panther's
people.
racist within itself.
Because
Why? Because of the African tribesmen?
Yes, because they're fucking they're the most technologically advanced country in the world. They still fucking have honorary fucking spears.
actually in the
Culture.
comic book they showed.
Yeah, they're also wearing fucking
had,
loincloths and shit, just regularly.
Maybe they like it.
Round.
Maybe they just like wearing loincloths.
Maybe they should fucking build better loincloths, because they don't work very well.
in the comic book they had guns and planes and all of that. But for some reason
They kidnapped
For
Daredevil's
some
mom.
reason the royal guard of the king was two chicks in loincloth bikinis, but they had sunglasses and the earpiece and assault rifles.
They
It's very
temporarily kidnapped
ridiculous.
Daredevil's mom.
Why?
I don't, because of reasons that I can't remember.
Why?
I like Daredevil. That's essentially the point I was getting
So
at.
wait, Black Panther's part of the Avengers.
Yes.
Wait, didn't he also marry Storm
No. Yes.
for
Maybe.
no reason except they were both black?
Kinda.
Mm.
So yeah, I like Daredevil. Daredevil's cool. There's that
Yeah.
show coming out.
You
What
do
show?
showdown?
There's a show coming out?
Yeah.
Has anyone in here seen the Flash show?
I haven't watched.
I saw part
I
of
haven't watched it
the
yet.
crossover episode with the Arrow,
I want it to be dead.
No.
and then I got
Why?
a half hour
'Cause
into
it's directly
it and
spun off
suddenly
of Arrow.
realized, oh shit. I
Wait,
should
which
pro-
one?
You are unreasonably
Which
hateful towards
crossover,
Arrow.
yeah.
Yes.
Because they
I wouldn't call it
introduced
unreasonable.
the guy
At least
who
when I have
became Flash
at least
in
when I
an
don't like
episode of
things, I have a
Arrow.
reason
Yeah, I
to
know.
not like.
Was it
Um,
after
they-
he got the whole
No,
super speed
on,
powers?
on an episode of the
Why is
Flash.
Black Canary in the whole fucking show? She never once became fucking Black Canary.
In which show?
She's called.
Fucking Arrow.
She
Her name is just some
She shows
weird
up.
word for canary.
just shows-
Wait, did you watch all
I
of
think
it?
Yes, that's fucking Black Canary.
What is Black Canary?
You mean
Yes!
the lawyer chick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she isn't Black Canary.
Yeah, she
Yes,
is.
she is.
No, she isn't. The lawyer?
No,
in the
no.
comics.
Jake,
In the
Blonde
comics?
one.
Jake,
No,
her
he's
sister.
saying that the...
Jake, in the TV show.
Her sister's Black
No,
Canary.
I understand.
Okay.
He's
sister's
saying that
Black
the
Canary.
lawyer,
What?
the
Her sister's Black
lawyer,
Canary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
in the comics, is it the lawyer chick that is actually Black Canary?
I
Or
don't.
is it... Because in the show, it's her sister, but she doesn't have the superpower.
She just has these things that you press the button. It's like a sonic weapon.
For the
She was
fuck's
also
sake.
trained by the League of Assassins,
Wait.
who also trained...
Which DC seems to be using a lot more.
Which also trained the bad guy from the first season.
Who was
Seriously, did they just
Deathstroke?
No.
No,
No,
Deathstroke's
The first
second
season was Merlin, and he was trained by the League of Assassins.
John Barrowman?
Yes,
What?
I think it's the actor.
The actor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Harkness.
Yeah.
And then
Doctor
Deathstroke.
Who.
I know!
Deathstroke was not trained by the League of Assassins. He was an Australian Special Forces agent, who they injected with Mirakuru.
Must kill.
Mirakuru was like a World War II Japanese super soldier thing,
Must
but it made him
kill
completely insane.
everyone
It makes more sense that
who works
Yeah, this-
on Arrow.
It makes more sense than, I wonder what's the truth serum. I don't know, let's just jack this guy up into a super soldier.
They don't even need to explain it. Deathstroke went without explanation for a really long fucking time. I don't care. No one cares. Just have him be
I
cool.
My
like,
ears are bleeding right
I
now
like
because of this.
Deathstroke.
I hope
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
really cool.
he was a good villain. He was kind of crazy.
He didn't talk.
He showed
he
up
did.
and murdered
Barely.
in the
Why did he not
scene.
talk?
He talked all the
Fucking
time.
lot.
A lot. He talked a lot in the
Talked
show.
a lot.
There were like a bunch of him.
Why could no one call him Green Arrow?
They did. They started calling him Arrow.
Green
I'll be
Arrow.
back.
I don't know.
He said he didn't want to be called the Vigilante, so now they're calling him Arrow. And now his sidekick is also there.
Arsenal?
No.
Well,
No,
I'm not
I don't.
sure because Arsenal... Wasn't Arsenal just Speedy?
Yes.
I don't know what they're
Arsenal
going
and
to
Speedy
call
are
him.
the same thing.
I don't know what they're going to call him, but he has a red hood and a bow. And he used to have Mirakuru, but they killed him.
Arsenal?
Yes,
The thing was,
basically. Oh,
they were testing. They wanted to make an army of people like Deathstroke so they could invade the city. So they kidnapped the dude and stabbed him full of stuff, but he went insane and started murdering people, so they killed him.
Oh,
It was actually a really cool last
Slade-
episode.
so Slade is no longer a super soldier, but he's still Deathstroke. But he's trapped on an island in a jail cell.
You know
Bullshit!
You know the island that he was trapped on?
Hang on,
the
I
whole
think so.
premise
Hang
of
on.
the
Can you
show?
get that door?
Who is it?
I think it's Noonan.
It's not good.
Who is it?
It's this
You
guy.
walked me out, Anthony.
Oh, it's just Josh.
But you know the island from that he was trapped on?
Yes. The bullshit island?
Yes, the bullshit. They
Actually,
they put Slade back on
actually
the
that was
island.
Actually, that was correct. But you know,
They put him back on the island. They locked him up. But in the last part, Slade had made like an army of him, and they were invading the city. So then the League of Assassins showed up with a bunch of dudes, and Black Canary, and Ra's al Ghul's daughter, who's
Not Talia.
but is I
has
guess
anyone else ever seen
A
Gotham?
lesbian.
Has
yeah.
anyone watched Gotham?
Have not
I've
watched it.
heard it's
I
really
kind of
good.
want to tell you about this, Black Canary. They made it said that the League of Assassins was hunting her. So there's an episode. This League of Assassins chick with a bow and a sword things comes rappelling off of a bridge, does a bunch of knife tricks, and then kisses Black Canary. It
So
was
lesbians.
Yes,
the
Anthony.
strangest movie.
I don't care.
But it's just if you see it, Joseph.
It looks weird.
May I suggest something?
So yeah, you never watched Gotham?
Have not watched
I
it.
don't. It's interesting, but I also don't recommend it.
Okay, then I won't watch it.
All right, I can explain my justification behind it. Essentially, the Riddler was a police analyst.
Okay.
One of the detectives was like,
Really?
"Oh, don't you go walking around with all those riddles? I mean, you're just like some kind of riddle person.
Yeah, I heard.
Like
that.
you're some kind of riddler."
Yeah, I heard other people talk about it. That was their main complaint, that the Easter eggs they try and put in are shoved in your face.
Yes. For example, I'd like to state another one. I'd like to state the exact same thing. With all your riddles being riddled with riddles. I don't know who that could be. I don't even know. Who's this little girl hanging out with the cats who's doing parkour and stealing things? I don't know. I'm dumb.
Speaking of dumb Batman shit,
Batman.
let's talk about Batman and Robin.
Which
You
one?
want to know something?
The horrible movie that had George Clooney as
You-
Batman.
You're holding an umbrella. You look like a penguin. Like a penguin. Like a penguin.
Get out of my face!
Yeah, something.
Who could that be? I don't know.
Anthony!
Kind of.
God damn it, the show fucking sucks.
Gotham?
Something kind of embarrassing about Batman and Robin. That was the first Batman thing I'd ever seen. Was Batman and Robin, and I thought it was amazing because I was like.
Arnold
4.
Schwarzenegger was
You poor
hilarious.
child.
Did you wait? Yeah,
I don't know. Iceman Arnold Schwarzenegger was hilarious.
I call bullshit on your.
I
Bullshit.
found it funny. I found.
I
Arnold
doubt your.
Schwarzenegger's
I doubt
Iceman
your
funny.
humanity.
Why? I don't know. It's funny because you're used to him spouting stupid one-liners, and this time it just happens to be about
so
ice.
much. It doesn't make sense. Bane isn't supposed to be a flat monster.
Well,
He's supposed to be a Mexican
Kinda.
dude with steroids.
yes, but they come from.
I love Mexicans with steroids.
I like
Steroids do
Bane
come
in
from
The
plants.
Dark Knight Rises best.
That's where you're wrong.
How?
Because
He's-
Bane from Dark Knight Rises is a very shitty interpretation.
He
of Bane.
is the best
He's
Bane.
terrifying.
He's some huge dude, but he talks so calmly. I don't ever think he yelled once in that movie.
We're going to kill all the police officers.
We're gonna trap all the police officers in the tunnel.
No, we're going to kill them.
So we're gonna trap them all in the tunnel.
No, we're going to shoot them in the face.
Trap them all in the tunnel.
That
Got it,
was
boss.
a cool.
God damn it.
That was a cool
Okay,
thing.
it's fine. It's fine. We'll just hit the bomb.
How long do you want us to hit the bomb for?
Like, I don't know, 2 hours?
No,
3 years?
No, 2 hours!
That wasn't the point. Was to have the bomb take a while.
No, I think the joke I was trying to make is what if Bane's plan was really easy, but no one can understand him?
No, I understood it perfectly.
I like that. Like one of the coolest.
That was my Bane
My
voice.
favorite scene from that movie is where the cops and the bad guys are like standing across from each other and they just charge at each other.
My favorite part
It's a
of the
big
movie
fight.
is when there was the rat. That's a different movie.
Has anyone ever seen that Bane Cat video?
What?
There was the dead rabbits and the dead other things. They got in that brawl,
It's basically
and then
just like a kitty
and then
walking
Daniel
around.
Day-Lewis was a
and
guy,
It's basically trying to be Bane.
and John C. Reilly was a cop.
Okay.
That was a good.
It's
That was a
pretty
good.
funny.
That was a good part of that
Watch it.
movie. I'm talking about a different movie.
Which movie is this?
Gangs of New York.
Okay.
That fight scene was almost exactly the same as the opening fight scene in Gangs of New York.
What is your
okay.
problem with Bane?
I don't hate Bane. Actually, I do kind of hate Bane
Why?
because Bane sucks.
He just not. He broke
You
the
hate
bat.
Bane?
Yeah, fucking stupidly.
How? How
Nothing.
is that stupid?
Because
It was some super huge dude. He dented like ballistic-proof ceramics with his bare hands.
in the comics, it was dumb. Because it worked exactly like the way Doomsday killed Superman. Like it was just like you never saw Bane before. Then all of a sudden, fucking hey, look, it's this guy. He's gonna murder.
Well, I'm going to go home.
But didn't he do the same thing they did when they picked him up and went?
Yes,
I like that part.
yes.
I like
So I
Dark Knight
don't-
Rises.
Why?
I said I like Dark Knight
You
Rises.
said you
I don't dislike Dark Knight Rises.
One thing I don't understand about Dark Knight Rises is, if he had all of those tumblers, why did he just drive around on the Bat Pod?
Because people liked the Bat Pod.
But
I don't know,
Tumblr.
Jake. Merchandising.
I dislike the Batpod.
why?
Merchandising. Merchandising.
That's why.
They want you to buy something
the guy
different.
That became the thing I'm confused about the end of that movie is, did that guy become Robin or Batman?
Robin, I would assume. That's what it was set up as. Maybe Batman. I don't fucking know.
Well, then, I don't know. They're done with that. So Ben Affleck, right? Yeah, Ben Affleck.
Benedict Cumberbatch is playing Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
Yes. I like Doctor Strange. I don't think Benedict Cumberbatch should play him, but that's beside the point.
Stuff.
You ever watched Sherlock?
Nope.
You watch Sherlock?
We
I
do
recommend
not,
Sherlock.
we do
Hey.
not watch much British TV.
I highly recommend Sherlock.
We watched Doctor Who.
That's the only British TV show we watch.
I very highly, highly recommend Sherlock.
I am Bane.
Like, plus, I like really, really. I recommend Sherlock to everyone.
You recommend everything.
Which
that you like
Sherlock?
everyone.
Because there's like a bunch of TV shows with him.
Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Isn't he the guy that played Khan?
In
Star Trek? Yes.
Yeah. I always get him confused with the guy that played Magneto in Days of Future Past.
That's a weird confusion to have, considering.
I don't
yeah,
know.
because that guy's like
I don't
80.
know why. No, in Days of Future Past.
Oh, you mean young Magneto?
Yes, young Magneto. I get him confused with young Magneto. I should have said First Class.
You
I
probably
always
should
get
have
those
said First
two
Class.
confused.
Yes.
I always thought they were
Watch
like the
Sherlock.
same
It's really
person.
goddamn good.
I'll think about it.
It's really good.
I'll think about it.
It's written by the guys who written by Stephen Moffat and
You don't understand about Days of Future Past?
it's written by Stephen Moffat and Neil Gaiman.
Okay.
I don't understand Days of Future Past. How does Shadowcat do the thing?
Yeah, why can't she send people back in time?
Well, she can't really. Technically, in the
Mine.
comics, it was Shadowcat that went back in time.
Okay, why?
But Wolverine was still back in time. So how did he get there?
What?
In the comics, I'm pretty sure Wolverine was sent.
Because he was already there!
No, but he knew what
but-
happened.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a line. I'm following. This is the future, this is the present, and this is the past. Wolverine was here, correct? That means that to get to the future, he had to go through all of it.
Yes.
That means that if you sent someone back to where Wolverine already was, he would be there.
No,
But then how does he know what
know what
happens?
happened in the future?
He didn't know what happened in the future. He sent his consciousness back in time.
So how did she do that?
Because of Bishop and Professor X.
Who's Bishop? Because in the movie, he was a big dude with a gun.
Yeah, Bishop kind of held everything. Give me a second. Days of Future Past is an awesome comic book to read. It didn't really adapt very well into the movie.
I like the movie a lot.
I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying that it wasn't adapted
Yeah, it doesn't
very
make
well.
as much sense.
Wolverine should have had metal claws.
Yeah, that.
Wolverine didn't get metal claws till later.
But it shows in X-Men, I really don't want to use this as an example, but X-Men Origins Wolverine. He was in the Vietnam War, and then in the middle of the Vietnam War, they gave him metal... No, wait. It was after the Vietnam War he got metal claws.
Yes.
But during the Vietnam War, he joined Stryker,
So shouldn't
who
he
looked
been,
completely different than the guy in Days of Future Past.
They should probably have gotten the same actor.
No, he was, like, older.
They should probably have gotten the same
senator
actor.
dude. But
Wait, when was Nixon president?
70s.
the movie takes place
In
the
like
70s.
73. So I guess by the continuity they had already established, Wolverine should have been with Stryker.
Yeah.
Well,
He should have been part of the Stryker Super Commando murder a bunch of dudes.
No.
Guys.
Instead of
No.
sleeping with some mob
No.
boss's girl.
Give me a second. I'm thinking. No. Cyclops is like 30.
Yeah, so is Cyclops. Why doesn't
He
Cyclops
was a
remember
kid
getting
in X-Men
kidnapped?
Origins.
Why doesn't he remember getting kidnapped?
Because he doesn't. Okay, the thing you have to remember about the X-Men movies now is that they've now retconned everything that isn't
And why
X1
is
and
Amber
X2.
Frost in 2 movies?
I don't fucking know! I don't 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 know! I
Also,
don't!
wait. In the future, after it was retconned by going back in time, does Wolverine have bone claws or metal claws?
Metal.
Why?
Because he does.
But he got them from Stryker, and if Stryker's program was designed to hunt mutants, and they didn't have a mutant hunting program, why'd they give him metal claws?
Because he was hunting.
Also, where's Sabretooth?
Because Weapon X is located in Canada.
He
But
is
it
right.
belonged to America.
Yeah, in the X-Men movies, it belonged to America.
It belonged
Yes,
to
Weapon
America.
X is located in America, in Canada.
But
Oh, yeah.
Stryker never. But the only reason. Wait. Stryker. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna try and explain this because I think I just died
I think
in
that
my
Wolverine
head.
was still with Stryker at that time when Days of Future Past happened.
No, he wasn't because he went from basically being he went from being a commando, going around killing whoever Stryker said, to living in Canada. That movie, and he
It's
woke
not-
up in New York.
It's nice that they cast Peter Dinklage in a role that didn't necessarily call for a midget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another
So,
thing.
thing
Wait.
is that I think that Wolverine was still temporarily was with Stryker when Days of Future Past
I don't think so. 'cause
occurred.
Stryker had
Give
no
me
idea-
a minute to fucking talk.
Okay.
God damn it. Okay, he may have still been with Stryker at the time. He may have been on leave during that happening, and then he got Metal Claws afterwards.
They met Stryker, and Stryker had no idea who he was. At all.
It
In
didn't
any
happen
way.
yet.
But you said that he would be on leave.
I don't know. Hang on.
Stryker recruited him, not to mention when he saw Stryker, he had a bunch of mental flashbacks of stuff that happened, and they look completely
Yeah,
different.
what if I don't know? What if Wolverine didn't actually join Stryker's team until later?
No, but in X-Men Origins, he joined Stryker. He didn't join Stryker's team.
But he did.
No, the way it worked is him and Wolverine went ballistic and murdered some
No,
US soldiers.
Sabretooth
they
and
was
Wolverine went ballistic.
Sabretooth and Wolverine went
But if he
ballistic.
didn't join the team until like the 80s.
No, he joined out when he was in the Vietnam War. They got arrested.
He never showed him with Metal Claws in the Vietnam War.
No, the way it worked is him and Sabretooth were soldiers.
Yes, I
They
know.
went ballistic, and
Yes.
then they were supposed to get executed, but it didn't work, so they just locked them up.
Yes.
Then Stryker showed up and said, you could basically stay here for the rest of your life, or you can come with me and be on a mutant
I
commando
don't
team."
think you seem to understand that none of those movies happened anymore.
Yeah, but they happened in the past.
But
that was
not.
depicted.
But no. Because
Okay,
of retcon.
But question, so in the future, where Wolverine's a history teacher, and everything's all futuristic and no one's dead, does he have metal claws?
Yes!
How?
Because of Weapon X!
But that doesn't exist anymore!
But it does!
How?
Weapon X wasn't run by Stryker!
Yes, it was!
I know it was in one timeline, but this is a new thing! Weapon X was founded in Canada! I will stab you until you're dead!
Universal healthcare and genetic weapons.
Wait, Stryker no one ever got Wolverine. Ever.
Fucking no! He has metal
At the
claws!
end of Days of Future Past, Mystique showed up, disguised as Stryker, and got her and basically brought him to the academy place.
I don't know.
X-Men school.
I don't know, Jake. Why is Patrick Stewart alive at the beginning of the movie?
Yeah, he should have been fucking dead.
Yeah, he should
I
have
don't
been
know. He
vaporized.
just kind of showed up at did you ever see?
I'm happy about
Did
it.
you see?
I like Patrick Stewart.
Did you ever
I do
see
like
the
Patrick
Wolverine?
Stewart.
Yes. Fucking hate all the
I
Wolverines.
like the Wolverine.
It's fucking shitty.
It is not shitty.
It's quite shitty.
At the end of that, he just Magneto. He was at an airport. Then Magneto showed up and he was gonna stab him, but then Patrick Stewart showed up and was like, "Wait, you're dead. I told you you weren't the other one."
Retcon.
But I was also wait.
We were also never given the exact fucking date that Wolverine would join the thing. He may have gotten captured later. It may have been during the Gulf War, for all we know.
Nope, it was in
They were in-
Vietnam.
they were-
murdered.
yeah,
me.
they
were
were-
in a Huey shooting at people.
And they were in a Huey shooting at Asians. I'm pretty sure that's not the Gulf War.
And then
Yes,
and then the
but-
fight started when.
I don't know. What if they cut some things? In all actuality, fucking Wolverine could have been sitting at fucking home during the 70s and then the fucking Gulf War in like the 90s. That could have been when he fucking got recruited. I don't know.
No, he got recruited during the Vietnam War. They made that abundantly clear.
Well, they fucked
And
up.
X-Men Days of Future Past takes place at the end of the war. We
Yeah,
just
the
surrendered.
scenes
We're
at the-
leaving.
Yeah, it's at the Treaty of
Goodbye.
Paris.
Wait a goddamn second.
There's a
You just
good chunk of
confused
the
this
movie
whole thing. At the end of the Vietnam War, Wolverine got recruited into Stryker's thing, correct?
No,
Yes.
that was in the middle of the war.
Right.
Yes.
That means after the war is over, you'd want your fucking murder machine to take a couple of weeks off,
He didn't
correct?
fight in the rest of the Vietnam War. He went around hunting for things. The last thing he did in that group was look for adamantium. And
They never showed him not be. He could have just gone home for the weekend, and that's when it happened. That doesn't mean that he didn't get adamantium claws.
I don't know, Jake. I think it doesn't matter as long as Wolverine's claws are made out of metal.
But I have another question.
Jake!
It doesn't have to do with
No!
Wolverine.
Thank God, because I hate him.
So in X-Men Days of Future Past, they drafted all of the people from the Academy.
Time out. What?
They were
Beast was expositioning saying the government drafted all of the teachers and students, which leaves a couple of questions. One, why wasn't Beast drafted?
Because Beast is the mutant ambassador.
No, but this was in the past.
This is past
before that
Beast,
happened.
before Mutant Affairs and all that.
You know how he could walk in the movie Days of Future Past because of the serum stuff?
Hang on, give you a sec. I'm thinking. Beast wouldn't have been drafted because of. Wait a second. Why was it? Oh yeah, Beast was blue. Never mind. Fuck off.
He wasn't blue.
He was.
He
blue.
had
He
a
just
serum.
He could switch between the things.
The thing is, so they just drafted a bunch of mutants.
Give me a second. I'm thinking.
Well, it makes sense.
But they didn't. But why?
Do you?
Then one knew mutants existed. So did they just ignore the fact that some of them looked kind of like Nightcrawler?
Well, Professor X didn't get drafted because he's
he
from
couldn't-
England.
No,
Also,
because he couldn't walk.
Also, technically, he can't walk unless he takes that serum all the time.
No,
so-
and they didn't give him the serum. They didn't invent the serum until he didn't give Professor X the serum until after.
Yeah.
And
so-
Beast is a
everyone got
conscientious
drafted.
objector, technically,
Oh yeah.
Why?
except for when he isn't.
What's conscientious objective by that?
I don't know.
Pacifist.
He was working with the CIA. He worked
Well,
for the CIA anyway.
No, I thought okay, but the other thing is, why would you draft an entire school?
I don't know. That's how the draft came out.
Other than that, why would you draft? If you drafted a bunch of mutants, how would you not notice they were mutants?
Jake, let's
Because
just
one
ignore.
of the guys that was in the U.S. Army had spikes for hair.
Let's think about this for a second.
Jake, I think they
Would
might.
you want to fight the Viet Cong with normal people or superhero people? Pick one.
Superhero people, but it showed that
We're
they
just gonna ignore it until the war's over.
No, they arrested the mutants, and they were gonna ship them off to midget.
Yeah, that would
It'd be
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if gay people were really good at shooting shit.
We'd ignore it until they were done being useful. Then we'd mow them down.
What is with you and your anti-gay people shit?
But
Why do you perceive?
That's another
Why do you
thing.
want to murder so many gay people?
That's another thing I never realized is why won't they ask mutants to come join the military?
Because they're afraid of mutants.
But they are super power. It doesn't matter. They were fighting in the Vietnam War. Havoc, like,
And
blasted a
fucking-
dude with... He wouldn't even need a gun.
Yeah, I know. Thing is, though, is that the X-Men existing completely negates any other superheroes that exist. Why is everyone afraid of Cyclops, but why is no one afraid of Spider-Man?
Because he's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, and the X-Men are the good guys.
And if Cyclops drops his glasses, he'll take out a building.
If Hulk freaks out, he destroys New York.
That's why they have a military division. That's why they have a military
That's why
division.
they have the Hulkbusters.
He's also in the
devoted to killing
Avengers.
Hulk.
Yeah, but he can kind of control it.
Nothing. It's just the weird thing. It's like the X-Men are like, oh, they're all evil, and superheroes are like, oh, some of them are evil, but some of them are good. How come they don't accept good mutants?
Other things have never been...
What if you just pretended to be a superhero?
It's an allegory. It's like a continuous allegory for any kind of racism.
But I have another question.
Copy paste it.
What happened to all of the X-Men from First Class?
They died. It got retconned.
Well,
No.
Havoc was in Havoc was in
First
the
Class
beginning.
still happened.
No,
Yes, it did.
didn't.
They explained that it happened. This
Didn't.
happened before. They went back in time.
The retcon made it not exist.
No, they went back in time,
Are you sure?
but
Because they talked about
after
it.
Days of Future
I don't know.
Past.
I think First Class happened. I'm not sure.
No, First Class happened, but what happened to all those guys? Did they, like, die?
Yes.
Yeah, I
But
think it's
how
that
did
Jake.
they
They
die?
got cut up by Peter Dinklage
Why?
because he's a
But
whack
how did
job.
they get them? I
Free
mean,
ice cream for
Angels.
mutants. Oh, free ice cream for mutants. Fuck!
But Havoc was still there. Havoc was in the military.
Yeah, Havoc didn't get
He
cut.
got
yet.
drafted.
They were getting
Havoc's
brought
in
to
the
him.
X-Men.
Havoc got drafted. He was in Vietnam.
He was also in the
I
X-Men.
Jake,
feel like someone would have noticed him, like, wasting...
I need someone to sit down and fucking explain the timeline of the fucking movies to me.
Well, I think the way it
First
works...
Class, 1970s.
No,
First
Everything-
Class, Days of Future Past, X1, X2,
No,
X3
I
didn't
think-
happen.
Yeah,
so
so
it'd be...
so X1, X2, and X3 didn't happen, but future.
No,
so,
X1
I
and
think
X2
the only
happened.
things... No, they didn't happen.
Well, I don't think
The only things that have happened so
No,
far...
X2 didn't happen. I think X1 maybe.
No, that didn't happen. It couldn't
X-
happen.
No, I think X2 happened. I just don't think Phoenix died. Jean
No,
Grey
I
died.
don't think it could
Yeah,
have happened.
I don't know. I think they're just gonna go with retcon everything.
Nope, it couldn't have happened. The
Why?
only reason that whole thing, all of the first X-Men movie happened was because Wolverine showed up. And if he was already at the Academy, then he couldn't have shown up with Rogue.
I'm gonna kill you.
Why?
Because he would have had to show up with Rogue anyway, because when Wolverine's consciousness went back into the future, the Wolverine who was in the water wouldn't have known.
Well, that makes that entire sequence with Mystique disguising herself as Stryker completely pointless. They're just not gonna pay. There's gonna be no consequences from
I
that.
think it is. I'm pretty sure he got brought there. Because why else would he be a teacher?
But if he's really good at history.
Jake, Wolverine was there for most of
Yes,
history.
but all of the
I'm pretty
teachers...
sure that he's good for teaching.
all of the teachers were there already. And he, like, knew Professor
Jake,
X really
50
good.
years in the future, after
Yeah, and Professor X remembered that he went back in time.
yes,
Yes.
So he would have went to go get him.
at
No.
some point, he would have waited for him to show up.
Yes.
So I think X1 happened, but I'm not sure about X2.
X2 is the best one.
I don't know. X1
X2
definitely. X2
couldn't
I
have
don't
happened.
know.
X3 didn't.
X3 definitely
X2
not.
couldn't have happened because Jean Grey would have been underwater. Wait, that definitely... X2 definitely didn't happen because that movie completely revolved around Stryker. And Stryker never got in charge of the Weapon X program, so no one ever went to the Mutant Academy to try and kill everybody. They
So
never-
no Stryker, no X2.
God fucking damn it.
I mean, Wolverine can still get bone claws from a different guy running the Weapon
The
X
Metal
program.
Metal Claws.
Yeah, the metal claws, but that guy is probably less insane.
Wait. In X1, when Sabretooth went to go kill Rogue and Wolverine, why didn't he recognize Wolverine?
I don't know.
Because
Makes
they're
no sense.
brothers.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
It'd be like, hey, you look a lot like my brother with metal claws and a healing factor. And I'm just gonna try and murder you.
To be fair, in nothing does Sabretooth ever really think.
But they weren't even the same person. They didn't look similar, and why wouldn't you recognize your brother? He even had the same haircut.
That is weird.
I don't know, I'm not in charge
And the
of...
dog tags. He took his dog tags. They like had a big bromance thing where they fought stupid Deadpool. And they broke 3 Mile Island.
Like you referred to him as stupid Deadpool.
It didn't make sense. He had laser
Yeah, I think
vision. He
Katana-
teleported. The katana that came out of his arm was
Deadpool-
longer than his arm.
Deadpool can teleport,
yeah, but
but
not
he needs a
with
belt.
That guy. Who was the
Yeah,
teleporter?
I think laser vision katana arm Deadpool can be classified as stupid Deadpool.
he was stupid Deadpool. I was just saying that you just can't strictly object to teleporting as he technically has teleportation.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the teleportation mutant power.
No.
Who was the teleporter in the X-Men
Nightcrawler.
Origins Wolverine anyway?
Black.
Black guy with the cowboy hat. How come he doesn't look like a devil? Because the other teleporters look like devils.
Not all of them.
The red one
Red
from first
guy
class.
and Nightcrawler.
There's Moon.
I don't know who that is. I don't think they were in the movie.
They weren't.
You know what was probably one of my favorite parts from Days of Future Past?
What?
Quicksilver. Do you remember that part where he's just running around where they're in the building?
I'm really confused
Like
about
in-
that because apparently Marvel Studios has the right to Quicksilver,
You know, the
but apparently also Fox has the rights to Quicksilver.
Quicksilver as a mutant. He belongs to X-Men. Quicksilver as not a mutant belongs to...
But he's a
Marvel.
mutant in both.
No, he's not.
Yes,
and,
he is.
And wouldn't he?
No, that's
and wouldn't
his
both
expansion.
require him to be like in some way related?
Well, I
to
don't think that they
Magneto?
ever. I think the thing is that they never referred to him as Quicksilver in Future Past. I don't think
They-
they ever called him Quicksilver.
I think they did.
They didn't call him
I'm
Quicksilver.
pretty sure they called
They
him.
didn't.
He was a dude with silver hair.
Yeah, I just don't
Who
think they.
could run super fast?
Yes, I just don't think they
in
called
the
him.
script, when they were scrolling, his name was Quicksilver.
Actually, yeah, it was in the credits. It was Quicksilver.
Then I don't fucking know how this
But
fucking
that
thing
was
all
the
went
fun-
out.
I just like the funny scene. He's running around and
How is that music playing at normal speed?
I think he speeds